Remember to always believe.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
The Polar Express, based on a book by Chris Van Allensburg, whose other famous works include Jumanji, Zathura, and other stuff like that. The basic idea of the movie is simply this. It's Christmas Eve, and an unnamed boy is pretty much on the verge of basically losing the magic, realizing that there may not be a Santa Claus after all. But all that changes one day when on Christmas Eve, a magic train pulls up right in front of his house and basically is like, well, go on. We're going to see Santa Claus. And so the fun adventure begins as the boy meets up with other kids, and they all go to the North Pole to see jolly old Saint Nick. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I did see it in theaters, but not in 3D. I know, I'm a 3D nut. I did eventually buy the film in 3D, and I have watched it every year. Well, to be fair, it's only been 2 years, so. Anyhow, I know that this kind of technology where you see it's like a person, but it's animated, motion capture style thing, is not being used anymore. But it was pretty cool to see the way it was done. And personally, I love Chris Van Allensburg work. I had this book. I cannot remember the name of the book. If you know the name of this book, it's leave something in the comments. But basically, the book was about a kid who saw his neighbor putting in a tree, and basically he sees all the bad stuff that happens, like pollution and stuff and everything. And at the end, he plants a tree too. Anyhow, Chris Van Allensburg, like I said, I've seen Jumanji, I've seen Zathura. So when the Polar Express came out and they said it was based on a Chris Van Allensburg book, I was like, okay, I'll see what this is like. And, it's a good film. I mean, it's a film that little kids are going to like, people like me are going to like. And I love the fact that Tom Hanks is playing multiple roles in the movie, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, if you can, see it in 3D, because the 3D kind of makes it feel like you're like you're at like a Disney World ride or something, because it's just that cool. So yeah, if I would say, do I recommend it? Absolutely, because it is a fun movie. It's it's great to have around, and I can't recommend it enough. So join me tomorrow as I finish out this season with the original story of Why Christmas Is.